Hello YouTubers, I'm gonna start doing some reviews for video games because I'm just getting bored sitting around my house all day. So I'm gonna start doing some reviews on games and all that stuff. And the first video game review I'm gonna do is Motor Kombat Armageddon. I'm gonna start, my whole first series is gonna be on Mortal Kombat games because I love Mortal Kombat since I played it on the Super Nintendo. So I'm gonna split this up into little parts of what I hate about the game or what I like about the game. So let's get started. Let's talk about the good things about this game. One of the good things was every single character came back. There were some characters that didn't have too much development, and I wish that some of them came back, like Striker from Mortal Kombat 3. He never really came back in the games, and that was kind of a disappointment because I kind of like Striker. And Reiko and Jarek and Fujin, I think it's Fujin, yeah. Sorry, I haven't played MK4 for a while, so I just kind of forgot their characters. And Kai too. That was pretty much one of the good things about this game. It really gave you a lot of fun hours to play. Just try out, see who you're good with. I'm pretty good with Sub-Zero. I'm pretty good with Kung Lao, and I'm pretty good with Shao Kahn. That's probably like maybe the good characters I'm good with. Maybe Smoke too. Alright. Now, one of the other good things about this game was the Kreate A Fighter system. Now, the Kreate A Fighter system was a very good concept they put in this game. It was very good for the idea that this was the last Mortal Kombat game that Midway was going to make, because they didn't know this was their last Mortal Kombat game. Because it's kind of sad that Midway's gone now. And the fact that Warner Bros. Is doing the new Mortal Kombat game is pretty exciting because from judging from the previews, it looks really awesome, and I want to get it to PlayStation 3 so I can play it. The other thing was Warner Bros. Taking over. They made Mortal Kombat DC, Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe, which was pretty bad. But I'm getting too off topic on this. I'm sorry. One of the things I could compare from Kreate A Fighter was I could compare it to some extent from the Soul Calibur 3 and 4 character creation. I can't compare too much of it, but there's some things I could compare from it. One of the things I could compare from it was the fact that you have so many costumes for your characters. You could put like ninja masks. You can make the Mortal Kombat 1 ninjas or Mortal Kombat 3 ninjas, and that was a pretty neat idea. You can make the original versions of Sub-Zero and Scorpion if you wanted to. That was a good thing they did. I applaud them for doing that. And then you can make your own fighting styles, your own weapon styles. The weapons I'm gonna kind of talk about. That was kind of bad about that. So I'm gonna get to the weapons later. The fighting styles though were pretty cool. You could give your character his own pop-up attacks. You could make different combos, but you couldn't style branch in what your characters were. It was pretty disappointing, I gotta say. One of the other good things about this was the fact that you can make so many characters. If you had a really good imagination, you can make a lot of cool characters. And I made a lot of characters. I have 2 memory cards of characters. I made 1 memory card of video game characters and 1 memory card of my own original characters. I just get bored a lot, so I just make those. The first character I ever made was this picture is a Shin Akuma, but the first character I created was Akuma, and my friend did Cloud. He took over my Akuma file and he made Cloud, I'm pissed off that he did that because I don't like my Akuma. The one I'm showing you right now is Akuma, and the other character that I did was M. Bison, and then there's Shin Akuma. And I made Dante from Devil May Cry. I made Virgil. I made what's his name? I made Solid Snake from Metal Gear Solid, and I also did a chameleon version of a cyborg called Cymillion. He's kind of a stupid name. I'm sorry. That's why I call him Cymillion. I just gave him all the robot specials, and one of my other best creations was the Mortal Kombat trilogy version of Chameleon. See, the problem I had about Chameleon in this game was they didn't give him too many of the cool specials I would think that they would have gave him. Like the cool projectile move he got was pretty stupid. I didn't like Ermac's projectile move as I still would. I'm good with Chameleon, but the fact is he was not too much of a disappointment of a character, but he could have been a little better. That's why I made my own version of Chameleon. And I gotta say, he was pretty cool. Even though he's all white, I gotta say, it was kind of like, you can make it transparent. I wish you could make a transparency throughout the whole thing. That would have been cool. So that's pretty much what I can say about the Kreate A Fighter. I'm gonna talk about more things that I didn't like about the Kreate A Fighter, but that's more. Moving on. One of the good things about Armageddon, they had this little mini game called Motor Kombat, which was basically a little racing game they put in there. It was a fun thing to do. If you were bored from fighting, you could just go in and just race with Mortal Kombat characters and do silly things with them. They gave you 10 characters. They gave you Baraka, Boraicho, Johnny Cage, Cyrax, Jax, Katana, Melina, Raiden, Scorpion, and Sub-Zero. Now, the one thing I have to say about this game, about the little mini game, was they didn't have too many tracks, and the tracks seemed a little too easy. I gotta say, it was too simple. You should have gave the tracks a little bit more complexity into them. They should give it a little more difficulty. And the other thing was, they should have gave more characters a funny thing. They should, instead of having one Cyber Ninja, they should have had 2 Cyber Ninjas. It could have been Sector. They could have had Smoke. One of the other things was they should have put more ninja characters into this. Like, they should have gave Ermac a vehicle, Noob Saibot a vehicle. Just basically, I'm not trying to be picky here. It could have been a little better. It could have had some more fun things to do. But, and what the hell you do? Beggars can't be choosers.